SGSR วันนี้เรามี NASA engineer ชื่อว่า Dr. Taylor Hatch and would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. As she said, my name is Tyler Hatch. I'm a NASA engineer, mainly based out of Cleveland in Ohio in the USA. And my work is mainly on low gravity fluid dynamics.
Okay, so we have a question for you. And the first question is we would like to know how NASA recruit their engineer. What's the process? So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So a lot of folks who work at NASA do have scientific backgrounds. They're in engineering or science or medicine. But we do recruit a lot of non-STEM majors as well. So we have people who work in artistry and seamstresses and fabrics and different technologies like that. So we do recruit a very broad range of majors and disciplines and backgrounds. But a lot of the folks who do have the science and the math background, they can apply for internships on the NASA website. And then we have another program called Pathways, which is kind of like a longer internship that'll turn into a full-time job at the end of it. And then we do have a lot of grants and scholarships and then universities that partner with NASA that you can also get involved with.
So, and also we'd like to hear what's the most challenging part of your work as a NASA engineer. Can you share with us for that?
Sure. I think the most challenging part is that you need to account for a lot of different areas that you may not have studied in school. So I work on a lot of the plant growth and the life support systems for our astronauts. But one thing I've learned is that you have effects for radiation that come into play when you're in space, and you have low gravity effects that happen that we're not typically used to. And then we have to make sure everything is safe and reusable and can last a long time in space. So it's really, we call it multidisciplinary. You need to have a lot of different science areas come together to solve a problem, and that's really our approach. We have a lot of teams with biologists and engineers and scientists and mathematicians. We all work together to help solve these hard problems.
Thank you. And most of us hear about the Artemis program. So we'd like to hear how NASA dealing with the Artemis program and how do you make the whole world feel confident about this program. So can you share that with us?
So Artemis is the NASA program to go back to the moon and send the first woman and the first person of color to the moon. And we'd like to do that within the next 5 years. And one thing that NASA is working on is called the Artemis Accords, which is an international agreement with multiple countries to sign up and participate in the Artemis program. So especially for countries that don't have their own rockets or space program, it's a great way for them to get involved with building space hardware and helping out NASA in sending astronauts to the moon. But then on kind of a smaller scale, we do have a lot of research that needs to be done in labs with colleges and universities, with students and professors to help solve a lot of the questions that will help us get there.
Well, we would like to thank you very much for sharing with us, and we have more to continue. So let's hear more after this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.